there, friends! Welcome back to Strange Rebel Gaming. I'm Brianna. Today we're going to be playing through our next episode of Mass Effect Andromeda. I've been looking forward to picking this game back up ever since I set it down 2 weeks ago. I am just really excited to get into the story. I did update the patch. Where I updated the game, I installed the patch. So I'm excited to see what we have in store. I know that they fixed some eyes and a few dialogue things, so I didn't really have a huge problem while I was playing it, and I think part of that is because I was so immersed in the story. Not that there had been much to be immersed by, but I was just really, really into it. And so I didn't really notice a huge amount of things. But what I found really interesting is when I was rewatching the footage, when I was editing the video, I found a lot more glaring errors. And so I'd like to amend my previous statements by saying that I totally do understand the criticism. For some reason, and this is maybe just me, I don't know, but I become kind of blind to it when I'm playing as a player because I'm really interested in what's being said and what's happening. But when I'm just watching it objectively, I can really tell that there's kind of a huge problem with the way this game was animated, and I'm not very picky when it comes to that kind of thing, but their eyes are in the wrong direction. So the eyes were a big thing when I was looking back, and the eyes is one of the biggest things they fixed in the patch. So looking forward, I'm really looking forward to seeing that fixed. I'm not going to say anything more. Let's just get to the gameplay video. Don't forget to hit the like button before we begin, and I'd love to give a patron of the day a shout out, but we don't have one. So if you'd like to be our next patron of the day, click the link in the description below to check out some awesome rewards you can get in return for your awesome monthly support. And now we can get on to the gameplay video. Enjoy! Whoa, I am excited for this. You know me, I say I'm excited about everything, but I'm really excited about this. This just brings back so many good memories of the Mass Effect trilogy. I mean, I can understand some criticism that it looks too similar. What are you doing? Monkey jumping down the steps. What kind of person? Wait, now you're not doing it. What the heck was that? Why are you monkey jumping? Alright, you're not gonna do it. Okay, moving on. We need to find... Ooh, what is that? Ooh, information wall. I'm all about that.
I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues find our proud new... Look around at your achievement.
Founder Garson's office. Please select a topic.
Please select a topic. He's very excited.
You are Employee Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is based on current staffing needs.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, for colonial affairs or for station maintenance, for militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyrann Kent. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Viable planets capable of supporting... The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including... We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered... The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential... After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential... Even at a distance, studying the life... 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources...
So, as I've said in a previous episode, I love everything. I love going really, really in-depth with these types of games. I did it with all the way through the Dragon Age series, and I did it all the way through the Mass Effect series, and I like to do every single dialogue tree. I like to read every single bit of information because I find that's really valuable when you're developing relationships to different species and the lore. And so I love to do that. But there's no way I would ever make it through a playthrough if I just sat there and listened to them talk, because they talk quite slowly when they do that. I can read a lot faster. So I'm going to do you the favor and me the favor of just whenever I have something like that where it's just like information drivel, I'm just going to skip through it really quick, read it, and then we'll go on from there.
Landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable. That's been true of every world we've found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Oh, I love her eyes. I forgot how much I love them.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules ours.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
That was a little bit sassier than I had intended.
Pathfinder, you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam need on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No. I'm fine.
Okay. Just gotta nitpick here a little bit. To be fair, it's 2017 and we can't animate a character touching their face. She has to go like this. She can't just touch her face in this day and age. Graphics are important. Goodness gracious. Okay, he wants to talk about the arcs.
You may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
As director of the initiative, are you...
They don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does it...
In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. While I may not be setting foot on New World...
Right. Sorry. What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Why do you think most people can't...
What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, while we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
Any more...
No, and that is the Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the we had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some... Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget, I was afraid you'd ask. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and... But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory. Of course, as you pointed out.
Alright, so that was useful. Do we have a little scanny thing? No, because we don't have our outfit on. So, okay. There is no going this direction. Right? No. Okay. No going that direction. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see. Woo!
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
What do we need arms
Stuff
for?
exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I?
Sounds like a lot went...
Yeah, I guess. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If you could scan these other panels while I've sent the locations to your Omni tool.
Yeah, our first lame side quest. All right. Woo! Very exciting. It's awesome. I need to find a new word for exciting, but I don't know if I have one. Right now, I'm kind of just exploring. I know I've already been through this area. I could surely have some things to talk about with you.
All right, what happened?
Oh, they made her a lot better.
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
She was one of the worst animated faces before the patch, and now she's one of the best. She was she was basically the face of bad animations for this game, and now they spent a lot of time and work on her. I wish they would just do that for all of them.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options.
Maybe not.
Prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Oh, hold on. Let me touch my face Mass Effect style. The fact that they worked so hard to improve her and she still went and glitched out. I just... Damn it. You guys know I want to like this game so bad, but that's frustrating. That's definitely frustrating.
How do you fit into the Nexus?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. And here we are, idling.
Idling.
You called my father Alan. Were you friend?
He hated that I didn't use his title. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind...
Sorry. 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That...
You don't trust him?
We came here to make history right. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
I'm sorry. That did not string together.
For encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack. They disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry. 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, Goddamn poetry.
I need the ability to be able to skip through dialogue, but still be able to read it all. I've never had this problem before, where I press skip once, and it skips twice. Oh, that's not going well, my friends. This is the first episode that I'm really having serious doubts about this game. The first 2 episodes, I was just loving it the entire time.
There's also this strange technology.
We've tried. Not me. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You've had no colony successes?
We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences.
And if it had?
Or even me.
I swear to fucking God, if this continues, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You've had no colony successes in over a year?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Excuse me,
Ryder?
It's...
Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Prove me wrong.
Alright. I really want to read all the dialogue without having to sit through hours and hours and hours of it. And, what are you doing? She monkey jumped again. What is happening? This is so frustrating.
Unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't... There you are. Hope the others haven't been getting... At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of... Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people... My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble. Because he was 8th in line. I like to remind him of that now and then. The clan held up their part, but Tan had a... Then Addison's assistant, Spender. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
There's gotta be a way to fix this. So what I've tried to do is I've unplugged my controller. I'm playing on PC. I was using a controller because I just tend to prefer that.
My crew's working on it.
So I'm gonna try just using the
Pathfinder.
keyboard. See how that goes. I already hate this. It's so ugly. Telling me numb something. Well, let's go back here.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most... I can tell you this much. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
What sort of problems have you seen on...
Situation's gone to shit. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
I thought the Hyperion...
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people. And let's not forget how badly the state... My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the Milky Way...
Right. The That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000.
No wonder your people...
Some wounds never heal. And it's not fair to blame it all on them. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about...
What about the Krogan?
There's no cure for it. But During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent...
So you used those 600...
Yeah. Our scientists say we've improved viability. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
What kind of...
I was part of the team that originally designed. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing?
Trying to...
Alright, well that seemed to have fixed it. Although, it does piss me off that it's like a giant num 7. Or a num 9 or whatever. It's just like, it's ugly, so I hate that part about it. But at least the skip function is working, so I don't have to just like not listen to all the dialogue options, which would really piss me off. And secondly, I'll say that the Krogan Genesis is probably one of my most favorite story elements in any game ever. It is not necessarily necessary to the plot of your main character, but it's one of the deepest and most interesting morally story bits, like side story that I've ever seen in a video game, and I love that. It's very, very dense. The other reason that I really hate using keyboard instead of a controller is because the keyboard tends to be very loud if I ever have to spam something or if I'm kind of just freaking out in the game, which happened a lot in Tomb Raider. So Tomb Raider, I realized that as much as I'd love to get better at the keyboard and get more experience playing games on keyboard, it's quite loud because it's right next to my mic. So we'll see how it goes.
I know that look. The others bet you...
Something like that?
You get used to it. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and...
What's the word on the...
Scattered readings. Some indicate if you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being...
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. Then my sister became a sculptor, and cousin Irene went... But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure?
That's a pretty good story.
The dream was so grand, so
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership.
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back...
Sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like, but it's hard to focus with our arcmacy.
What do you know about the enemies we've been...
We usually see them on worlds with those aliens. They don't talk to us. Every time.
Why? What...
No one knows. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. In fact, I could give you authority.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts. You and me.
Interesting.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candres for authorization to participate.
I just did that.
That's the console for our strike.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Cool. Strike team! Let's do it! Cool. Okay. What are these? Strike teams currently recruited. This is your current list of recruited strike teams. Select a team with space to equip them with specialty gear. Retire a team if you want to recruit a fresh team in their place. The more you have, the more missions you can undertake. So this seems almost like a passive sort of mission system. which is interesting because I don't remember any Mass Effect game having anything really kind of close to that. Strike teams on a mission can earn positive traits if they succeed, negative ones if they fail. Strike team changes the chance of success if the team has on specific missions. Okay, so we have one team right now, and they are heroic. These are their missions. These are their rewards. Okay, strike teams can be sent on missions if they succeed. If they fail, Apex is the most elite strike team in the cluster and handle critical missions. Select a mission, press space to spend Apex. Your progress will be automatically saved before the multiplayer? Select to complete in multiplayer or assign a strike team. How interesting. Multiplayer integration into what? Play Apex missions in multiplayer, either with friends or through public matchmaking to earn strike team rewards for Ryder. What? These missions are currently available. Difficulty of the mission. Alright, so it looks like I can either send a team or I can be on the team, which is interesting. I have 20 mission funds. This costs 25. Why not? Let's just do it. Okay, so strike team Kilo I have. Okay, I've got Kilo. That's all I got. So we can send him on a mission. How do I tell the difficultiness? This seems to be... I can assign a strike team, right? Send a strike team. Chance of success, 79%. Cool. Okay. That's pretty cool. So, you know, in 3 hours and 38 minutes, I'll come back and assign them something else, I guess. I don't know. That's pretty cool. There's something similar to that in Final Fantasy XIV. Some, like, mission something. Okay.
Just wrong. Just wrong.
Tell me about it, Marlette.
It's not right. It's not fair.
So you've mentioned.
What's wrong?
Oh my, Maybe you could help. My husband. He's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Exile, huh? Guess it wasn't for having a hand in the cookie jar.
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first. There are witnesses and his name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy.
Oh, thank you. Please.
Cool. Another side quest. What else do we got? What else can we do while we're here? Exploring this spaceship. Exploring, singing a song. Hi, Liam.
Pathfinder. No time for our beer yet. This place is a mess.
I can believe it.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just...
This wasn't in the job description. We have to find a world, then save it.
Glad it's not just me feeling it. But it's what they need us to be.
We are a team. I like him. I like him a lot. He's a good man, I think. Okay, let's see. That is where we could go and haven't gone yet. What's in here? Security footage! Maybe that will be good for me to help figure out what happened to that husband. Open the container and take all the things. What is this? A gun! Take. Yeah. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. That's why I made that face. And I needed to stop it because I was talking. So, now you know. Sorry, I'm still fighting it off. Hold on. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, no. A lot of reading. Okay, here we go. Okay. Abandoned camps in the Pfeiffer system, but none with living inhabitants, only graveyards. The conspirator Irida was among the dead, but not Sloane Kelly. Interesting. That sounds like something I will have to help out with. It is weird to dissect things over lunch. That's a truth. Hello? Nope. Nothing to say here. Hello? Hello? How do I open up my what's it called? Sure, we'll go with that. I would like to see quests. Do I have like side questy things? That's what I thought. Speak with the scientists. Who's the scientist I need to speak to? Right there? Hello, scientist. Tell me everything you know.
Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop, or lab, you know.
You are always welcome. Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Ooh, skill up. Sweet. All right, so I did that. How do I access my shoop-de-woo? You know, my shoop-de-woo. There we go. Shoop-de-woo. Okay, let's see. So, journal. No, yeah, missions. Yeah, allies and relationships. Missing arc. Okay, yeah. No, I don't want to mark that. Go back. Helios assignments. Nexus. Uh-huh. Station sabotage. That's what I wanted to do right now. Because that'll help me go around the map anyway. So then in that case, let's go to the map. And there's the thing right there. So around... Oh. Okay. So we're going to scan this little something. What? We're investigating sabotage. But I... What am I supposed to do? Oh, here? No. There's nothing to investigate. And I don't have a scanner. Am I gonna get a scanner? Is it something I just need to do another time? I don't know. Alright, I think that's a quest I need to do another time. So that's fine. We'll just go ahead and not mark that. It just says investigate. I feel like I should... Well, maybe let me just go to another one. There's another one right here. No, it's actually... The closer one is right... Do I have a run option? Nah. Yeah, this seems like it would be a sabotage thing. Like... I don't know what to do! I don't know what to do. Don't know what button to press. Alright. And this is probably because I switched from controller to keyboard, so now I don't know anything of the buttons. But I can figure it out. Wow, I don't have any money, so we'll come back to this later. But good to know it's here. Hello, Sergeant Aker.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told me the sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
This guy seems like an asshole.
Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Maybe there is still hope. Okay, so that was interesting. Speak with Kandros. We can do that. We know where that is. No. Kandros is over. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow. Bitch is in my way. Wow, excuse me! Again. Beep, beep. Kandros is right. There we go, right here. There's the sprint. I was looking for that. Hello, Kandros.
No news on the Turian Arc yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis.
Yes, our first murder. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirit. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't. Despite the lack of physical, his only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals... Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works, and there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Ken.
And the computer is over here? Who are you? Oh, you're the wife. Yes. It says the computer? It's queued up on the computer? Playback recording. Right here.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
I don't know, he might have done it. Speak with witness Shar, who is apparently over here. Wait, up? Up? There you are.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm right.
Oh man, I thought that was over. Have you heard the...
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. Because then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear... Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure... shock.
Did you see any Ket in the...
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. What could have been guilt? The reality of the act sinking in?
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him.
Fronts fight, say things, but you don't expect your... To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or... In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have... Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never...
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back.
Ah! So I just get to go back for the body. And then I get to decide who killed him. I like that plan. Ah, monkey jumping again! Okay, we will check our journal. And then I think we will talk to Tan. Yes, but I think when we do that, we got a lot to talk to Tan about. Where is he? This way? Oh wait, we already talked to Tan. My bad, my bad.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilkin...
And?
I want to go to EA.
That isn't...
First murder in Andromeda.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the...
Alright, but let's keep it quiet. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's all.
I'm...
Okay. So here's the thing. I can't work on that until I go to EOS, and that's not even close on my radar right now. So what we're gonna do is go back, and then do additional tasks. Do we have any of those? No. This? Missing art. Yeah, okay. Priority ops. Okay. Speak with Sam. Go. Go. Where are we going? Speak with Sam. Where's Sam? 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 I'm trying to follow my little orangey ball up there, my little orangey thing. But I can't really figure out what direction I'm supposed to be headed here, so maybe just this direction. I don't know. What? Now I'm confused. This way probably. Yeah, this way, okay. Alright. Hello.
Hey there.
And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Which one was Addison?
I worked out logistics with Director.
I still need to...
Sounds good.
Oh, how's my brother doing? Brother! Off we go. I was really frustrated using a controller, but I feel a little bit better with the keyboard, so I have a little bit less to complain about right now, which is good. Because I don't like to complain, but I do have to bring up fair points when it comes down to it. It might surprise you, but I don't actually like to complain. Does that surprise you? I don't know. Don't mind me, just exploring all the dead ends there are. Dr. Nigel. Who are you, Nigel? I'm stuck.
Nigel.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though.
Aww.
Brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus.
That's sad.
I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start the settlement.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. I have a pendant our father wore.
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned us.
Okay, that's another thing that we have to do while we are on Eos, which apparently we will be going to. Hello,
Sure.
Fisher.
Glad to see you're doing better.
That was some expedition, hey? Captain said I'm going in the log as the first human to make contact with the kid.
I don't know if that's true.
Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have gone differently.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are decent aliens here in Andromeda.
Well, I heard you're Pathfinder now. The sooner you figure out where they're hiding, the better.
Will do. Chin up.
Chin up! I don't know, I feel like it's a thing to say.
Damn shame about your dad, though.
I know.
I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
I'm sure you did everything you could.
Yeah, but still, we lost a Pathfinder on my watch. Doesn't sit right.
My dad knew the danger. Part of the job.
Now I just need to make sure your brother here pulls through.
You better.
Are you staying here in the...
You know that moment? Ha, right, look who I'm talking. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it.
We'll miss you.
Just make sure to raise some hell once in a...
Deal. How's Scott doing?
His condition stable. I see signs of remnant.
How did this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit... It's a vulnerable moment coming out of a 600-year nap, then don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another rider.
We better not, or I'll kill you.
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point. I'd accomplished everything in the Milky Way. So coming here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. Chance to wake up in the morning and feel hope instead of arthritis.
Instead of arthritis. That's a good one. Goodbye.
That's all, Harry.
Don't be...
Do 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 do. What's up, Hayes?
Ryder.
Hayes.
Hayes, how's the wound?
Doc says I'll live. So this goes from a life-threatening gunshot to a story I'll tell my grandkids someday.
With no need to exaggerate.
Exploring, exploring, la la la, exploring, exploring, la la, exploring, exploring. Excuse me, pardon me. Is it that hard to get them to just walk out of my way?
Hi there.
Hi there!
Founder of the
Is this the same thing I've already looked at?
Here to welcome you. The good news is, the hard part's over.
I don't know if the hard part's over, my friend.
If you have any questions now, just ask.
Your current location is Ark Hyperion, housing the human population. The Asari ship, Ark Lucinia, confirmed departure that same year, as did the Turian Ark Natanus, embarking. The selection process saw the Andromeda initiative. After discovering an unusual...
Yeah, we've already done this, so if you could just... Yeah, go away. Okay, so let's see what's in here. We've already been through here earlier, but I just want to make sure that there's no other cool stuff going on in here. Doesn't look like there is. So, you know, if nothing else, we just went for a nice light jog. All the way down to the end of the tunnel and then back. So now we've checked on our brother. He seems like he's going to be okay, and the doctor has been threatened that I will literally murder him if anything goes wrong, so I think we're good to start heading to Sam, which is apparently... We want to go to the habitation deck? Really? Okay. Off we go! Into this, transport elevator shaft. What you gonna do about it? Where is Sam? This way? None of these people want to talk to me. They don't even appreciate. Ah, where am I now? You have unused skill points. Press escape to view the skill screen. Okay, yeah, I could use my skills right now, but wouldn't it be better if I waited until I knew what I wanted to use? Nova. Yeah, I don't want to do this right now, guys. But I will spend some time looking over all of those things. I will spend my points, and then I will report back to you with what I've decided to do. Meantime, I'm just like really desperate to find Sam. I know he's to the left of me. Oh boy, this is my dad's cabin. Oh no.
Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
This is so sad. This is her dead father's office. That's really freaking sad.
Your father's personal logs.
Oh god.
Several of them are encrypted.
The day is finally here. We'll jump through a few relays. It's daunting thinking about all the hope. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man. Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni.
Mabe!
She's got experience studying ancient cultures.
Liara Tassoni, huh? She had some pretty controversial...
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto data pads.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. But I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful. Hello, Alec. I received your message. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
That log is inaccessible at this time. That log is inaccessible at this time. That log is inaccessible at this time.
I'm sensing a pattern.
That log is inaccessible at this time.
Shocking. Here we go. Are we ready for tears? Here we go.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Scott. Dr. Tapero says he'll be fine, but he's my son. How can I not worry? I hate to leave him like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Oh shit! Oh shit! The mystery deepens. Alright, well that was exciting. We got a little Easter egg reference to my bae, Liara. That's who I always romanced in ME Trilogy.
I'm Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
Well, what are they? I'm just gonna say that again? I don't want to hear that again. Coffee machine! Heck yeah! Yum!
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you. Needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Ah, that's hilarious.
When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The centuries to confirm that all members of the species had died out. Highly possible that living proteins may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day. The chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
I picked it up! Cool! Take. We looked at that already. There's nothing to see here. We looked at those already. Alright, okay. And now, we speak to Sam and figure out why he's in our brain. What's up, Sam? Why you in my brain?
Welcome back to Sam Mode. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So, what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters.
I already did that.
In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Oh boy. Interesting. Okay. Profiles allow Sam to reconfigure Ryder's implant for superior battlefield performance. Select a profile and press space to activate it. Wow. Okay. So, oh. Wait, these are what I had before. I mean, in the previous Mass Effect trilogy. Well, Infiltrator and Vanguard and Sentinel, yeah. Biotics and Tech, Combat and Biotics, Combat and Tech. Yeah, I think I was a Vanguard. That seems right. Okay. So, this is what I selected at the beginning of the game. Invest in combat, tech, or biotic skills to unlock more powerful profiles in a variety of styles. Oh, interesting. Okay. So if I put some points in combat and biotics, I would be able to do Vanguard. Oh, see, now I wish I had known that because... Wait, how do I get back there? Profiles. I wish I had known that because I spent so much time looking up what the difference is between all of these, and nothing said you're gonna, it's not gonna matter as much as you think it is. All right, that's interesting. So that's pretty cool. So I already explored my dad's shit, so why don't we talk about it?
I take it you're based here in Samnode?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission.
What more?
The implant itself provides me with direct access. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis. You removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology. Trust is an important concept in any relationship.
Me more than you. Do you know anything?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What did he mean by it?
Symbiosis is a mutual. A flower provides nectar to a bee, who in turn, in similar fashion, my own evolution. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties.
What are your...
Each arc houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way.
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
So there are others?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced SAM in the initiative.
That's all.
Of course.
It's a good thing that we have the most advanced Sam in the initiative, because otherwise I would be mad jelly and want to take over another Sam. Go to my ship, it says. Alright. I will go to my ship. How do I get there? I don't know. This way? No. Yes? Yes. To the docking bay! Cutscene!
Ready to see what Tan gave us? I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there. In other words, we're making this up as we go. We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style.
I'm into it.
They call her the Tempest.
Okay.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late.
So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
I see. So she doesn't play by the rules. I find that very interesting. I like her character already. Vetra. Yeah, interesting.
Everything's state of the art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
Thank you, Marjorie.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room.
Ooh.
There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
Oh my god, that accent.
Our science officer.
Love it.
Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
It's really going to be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part.
What's the best part?
When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Oh, this makes me miss Joker a lot. Yeah, I miss Joker. All right.
Bridge when we're ready to go.
Don't be mad. That's where we're going to end today's episode, my friends. This has been a roller coaster of an episode. I started off by using a controller that ports to PC, and I was having a really rough time because I couldn't skip through the dialogue without skipping all of, like skipping 2 of the dialogue things, which you guys saw, so I don't need to like re-explain it, but that was really frustrating for me because my options at that point were either to deal with fractured dialogue and have to go through it a couple times so that I could get for each dialogue tree option, or just not do the dialogue tree options. And for me, that's just, that cuts off such a huge part of the game. I wasn't really interested in that, but it is a lot better in keyboard. I think it has something to do with the fact that it says press X to skip. And so you press X to skip, but it doesn't, it's almost like you have to press it's almost like you have to press X to activate the skip function and then actually press X to skip what you're watching, but then it gets confused and it like double, triple skips. So the controller is not great in that aspect, but the keyboard seems to be working out quite well. I will have to spend some time completely relearning all of the controls, but I hope it wasn't too awkward for you guys while I was trying to figure out how to scan shit and whatever. As soon as I switched over to keyboard, however, I will say that everything kind of smoothed itself out. I haven't seen a huge improvement in the animations. I guess I'm still seeing some wonky, like, confused eyes, but it's for mostly minor characters, so that's not really a huge deal. I obviously pointed out when I see something weird, like whenever I see Ryder kind of like monkey jumping down the stairs, I find that quite strange. And she did do it a couple times, so I don't know, that was kind of weird. And there are a few things here and there, but again, really just nitpicking. I'm quite invested in the story so far. I'm really interested in the Sam thing. I think there's something there with the, well, AI is banned in the Milky Way, but this AI is untethered. And I think it could be a really interesting way for the story to go, for something to be related to that. I don't think Sam's going to end up being a bad guy, but it would be really bad if they turned Sam against her somehow. And I think that would be really interesting callback to the sort of Geth relationship back in Mass Effect 1. So really interesting stuff. I think they're sowing a lot of seeds in the beginning few hours of the game here, and I'm really interested to see more. So let me know what you guys think, if you guys want to see more, or if you're sick and tired of watching me play Mass Effect Andromeda and you just want me to finish Zelda already. Let me know. Maybe I'll care about what you think. Maybe I won't. No, I always do. I'm only doing this for you guys. So let me know what you guys like, what you guys don't like, what you guys think, what you guys don't think. And stay tuned. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with all your friends so they can enjoy it too. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for Strange Rebel Gaming so you don't miss the next episode. We have more Horizon Zero Dawn, Final Fantasy 15, and of course Zelda Breath of the Wild coming at ya. I hope you enjoy. That's all. I love you guys. Bye.